Hi, I'm Shalene, and this is my journey with melanoma skin cancer. This is August 25th, and a week ago, I went in and had a full body scan. And my doctor, who's absolutely adorable, says, I don't like that on your arm, and we're taking it off. She's really cute. She's always really sweet, and she says it like it's a suggestion, but it's not a suggestion. She's telling you what she's going to do. And I said, "Oh, you don't have to do that. That's been there for over 10 years." But secretly, I was like, "Yeah, take that ugly age spot off my arm. It's been there forever." And, I see it all the time. I used to hide it. And it was really big and ugly. But I'm like, "Oh no, it's been there. It's fine." I've had multiple skin cancers, had them removed since starting at age 14. I had melanoma skin cancer right here about 11 years ago. I know I'm good. Plus I am a licensed esthetician, although I'm not practicing anymore. But beside that, I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. If you want to take it off, go ahead. She calls me the next day and she's like, yeah, it's melanoma and we need to get you in for surgery because we did not get clear margins. And so here I am again with melanoma. And I thought about not doing anything like this until after the fact. And then I thought, I'm out here buying more books about cancer and watching more videos, and maybe somebody out there is doing the same thing at the same time, or they might be maybe a year from now, they might want to look back and say, or not look back, look at my videos and say, hey, this is what she did. It worked for her. Just, I don't know. I think it's important to share what it's like when you're going through it. So that's what I'm doing. And even though this is not my first go around with melanoma, and it's not even my second go around with cancer, because I have thyroid cancer and I consider myself a survivor. This 6 years ago, I was told I had 6 months to live, and I'm still here, and I still have thyroid cancer, and I'm going to live to be 100. That's my goal. But it doesn't make it any less scary when you're told you have cancer again. It doesn't matter how many times you hear that word, it's still scary. And even my daughter said to me, "Oh, well, you've been through this before. Oh, you know what to do." And I keep up a brave face and I smile and I'm like, "Yep, I know I'm good." And I really do know I'm good, but that doesn't make it any less scary. It is flippin' scary. And if you're going through this right now or at any time and you want to talk, just put it down in the chat and we'll discuss it. We'll maybe create a community of all of us going through this because it's ridiculous how many people have cancer. Anyway, so I'm going to share with you. I had my first test. That's what it looks like. It's about the size of a quarter. And that's what they took out to biopsy, and it bled for a couple days, and it hurts. It hurts pretty good. It's funny, it's like when you shake your toothbrush, you don't think about moving this muscle, like, doesn't it hurts. But, I go in for surgery on the 8th, and I just figured that as I'm going through this, I'm gonna share with you, if you want, the journey of what I'm going through. Normally, I'm teaching cooking classes for the Food for Life program, or I'm coaching people as a Food Revolution Network plant-based coach. Um, but this time, I'm going to just share with you what it really feels like right now to be going through this. Um, and one of the things that I think everybody feels at first, or maybe the whole entire time, because I guess I still deal with it with my thyroid cancer, is that you start noticing every little ache, every little thing, and second guessing everything. So tomorrow I get the results of my lung x-ray because Melanoma could spread to my lungs, and since I've had this for over 10 years, there's a very high probability that it has spread. Um, and I had a chest X-ray a couple years ago, which ironically was found 3 spots on my lungs and what they thought was a scar. They thought I'd had some lung surgery at some point, but I've never had that. But the ironic part is that X-ray was done for a totally different reason. And the doctor I saw was pretty sure I was okay. He didn't see any issues with my lungs, just wanted to monitor it, and I just never went back because living with thyroid cancer, I do not want as radiation all the time. I do not want CAT scans and X-rays, and so I told him, I said, "Well, I'll wait a couple years and we'll check it again." So what? It's been a couple years, so at least we have the old one to compare with this one. But it's really kind of interesting because every one of my cancers has been found by accident. It's been found because of a different situation, and I'm wondering if that previous X-ray actually was lung cancer, even though that's not what they were looking for, but we'll find out tomorrow. But that's what I'm saying, that no matter what, when you've got cancer, you start looking at and second guessing every single little ache and pain, and you can't help it. And I could sit and tell you don't do it, but I do. I'm doing it. My chest hurt the other day, and I'm like, oh my God. They said it might spread to my heart. Is this it? I've my blood pressure's been up lately, and used to be under control, and long story. But, yeah, you second guess every little ache and pain. So, I don't know a way around that one. I think it's just you have to have faith. I and I absolutely do have faith that I'm going to get through this just fine, but it's gonna be a bear, and I don't really wanna go through it. And I don't really wanna cry, and I don't really wanna be sad, and I don't wanna think about it too much, but I'm out here buying books and videos and, you know, watching everything on YouTube I can find on it, and I'm like, I need to do my part and share because, again, this is my 3rd go around. So I'm not a newbie. And I do have advice, I think. I think the reason I am still here, some of the things that I've done with my previous cancers. And um, I am a big proponent of eating whole food, plant-based. I teach it, I live it, and I have no doubt that it's one of the reasons I'm still alive. I also believe that you need community. So that's another reason why I'm doing this. And I believe that you need to be exercising and moving your body because we don't want to during this. You're depressed, it's sad, you just want to kind of just mope around, and yeah, that's not good. And you need to find a way to relieve the stress. And that's not easy. Not easy at all during all of this. I don't care how many times you've been through it. It's not easy. So I'm going to come on regularly and just share with you what I'm doing, what my test results are, what I'm thinking, what I'm reading. One of the things that I did when I first got diagnosed with my thyroid cancer is I went and bought this big binder. Um, and when I was in school, they were called a trapper keeper. Shows you how old I am. But I'm really grateful I've got it now because I put all my medical in it. I have it all organized. My blood test, I have the old X-rays of my lungs. I have everything going back to when I was diagnosed with the thyroid cancer 6 years ago. 6 years ago this month, as a matter of fact. So when I need it, I have it in my hot little hand. And when I was going to my thyroid doctor, there's multiple times they'd say, I need, this. And I'm like, here it is. And I had it. So I highly recommend if you're going through cancer treatment of any type, get that. Plus, down the road, 6 years later, you've got it. You know where it is. It's in that binder. It's in one easy place. And that makes a big difference. It helps you have some control over what's going on when everything seems so out of control right now. Um, and I'm just going to share, so and don't make fun of me. Okay. Don't you dare make fun of me. But it's my little buddy. He has a little zipper for lavender. Well, I'm sure you could put anything in there, but I have lavender, a little sachet of lavender in there. And when I had when I was first diagnosed with thyroid cancer, I was traveling. I went cross country for a second opinion, and I took him with me. And he sat with me on the airplane, and he sat with, and I'd sleep with him, and he sat with me in the doctor's office. And it's just something to do with your hands, I guess. Maybe the lavender helped to help with sleep. And he kind of got lost over the last couple of years. I don't know what happened, or why. I don't remember putting him away or doing anything in particular with him. But the funny thing is I found him by accident a week before my diagnosis. And so guess who I'm sleeping with again? And he is going to go with me for the biopsy. Not the biopsy. Sorry, I had that for the surgery, so that I have something to do, something to hold on to. Um, Even though I'm sure it's going to be fine. And I think that if you have something like that, whether it's a good luck charm that you can hold in your hand, or a blanket, I mean, when you're having any kind of surgeries, it can get cold. I don't know. But I think that's kind of cool that I found him and he's going to be with me on this journey like he was with me on my last journey. And if you're going through any type of cancer or any kind of health issue, share with it in the comments, uh, and we'll talk about it. I read my comments, and my although my channel is new, I actually have a lot of videos that I'm going to be posting about cooking, whole food, plant-based, and when one of my best friends and I we do a series about strange cooking utensils, and all of that's ready to go on there. But I decided I needed to start with this first. So if you want to come along with me on my cancer journey, then I will upload every time there's something new. Just hit subscribe. I guess hit the bell if you want to know in real time, but otherwise you can just come at your leisure and check it out. I promise to be brutally honest. And then hopefully at the end of all of this, that we'll be celebrating together. We'll be able to have a glass of champagne and say, yay, it's all over. But yeah, whatever happens, at least this time around, I want to share everything with you in real time. All right. Wishing you all the best, best health, best spirits, best life, best of everything. Thank you.